Here, one
Okay. So
discussion
can you?
that
Okay.
I
Thank you.
think this is a fundamental discussion we should probably have. Is branding part of the awareness chapter?
It's really part of the yes. Should be. Should be.
Right, right. Branding is basically how people perceive Bukit Vista, and people perceive Bukit Vista through their awareness of Bukit Vista, right? So, in a sense, okay, your brand is exposed to everybody. Some of those people who are exposed become users, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
and then it goes kind of like down from there. And some of those users become, advocates. So, I kind of see this as part of the awareness. So, I guess this is a awareness brand. So awareness has basically two discussions now, right? So we have one for
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
awareness and we have one for branding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Correct.
Maybe at
Correct.
some point when we've finished all the branding discussions, it just becomes back into awareness again, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
it just becomes a subtopic of awareness.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But okay.
Yeah. It's part of awareness and advocacy as well, right?
Advocacy is slightly different. Advocacy, we haven't even started a proper meeting yet, Gani. I know I'm supposed to do it, but
Oh.
it hasn't started yet. Advocacy really is about, I think it's more about journalism, actually. I just thought
Oh.
about it. Advocacy is more about journalism. It's about collecting the story that is inside the organization, right? Or the community,
Mm-hmm.
either the
Mm-hmm.
partner, guest, or the employee community, and then documenting it in a way, and then finding somebody to retell that story. Ideally, not yourself, right? That would be the
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
best way. So you just say, hey, look at this cool transformation story I found within the employee community. I don't know, let's get UGAM to publish it, right?
Mhm.
That would be essentially how we work on advocacy. So it's a little bit different, right? It's more about
Okay.
being able to extract the story.
Um,
Yeah,
but do they also create content, sir?
I think so. Well, content creation, remember this, right? One of the misunderstandings I think, Gary, that we had for a long time is that content creation was something that was only done by content creators, marketing.
Mm-hmm.
In most
Mm-hmm.
organizations that I've seen, content creation can be done by anybody, right? You
Mm-hmm.
just need a content license within that organization to start creating content. Many times, let's say, for example, right? I'll give you an example. I worked at Airbnb. I was in sales. I did market
Mm-hmm.
acquisition and host transformation. I guess that's sales. But I also made content. And why? Because the marketing team is too busy to actually go and create content for me. So they said, "All right,
Mm-hmm.
look, these are the content tools. These are the brand kit. You go and you make your own content, right? Because you know what you want to say. Don't tell me to tell, like just do your own thing." And I would just start publishing stuff. So the
Mm-hmm.
content, I think, it's like being able to write. It's like being able to express yourself. It should be a skill that anybody in the company who wants to pick it up can start doing, just like making a TikTok video or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
We don't delegate our TikTok videos to, some external third party. You make my TikTok videos for me, right? We do
Yes,
our own.
yes.
So similarly, I think if in this age where everybody can make their own TikTok video, then we can make our own
Mhm.
content. We,
Mm-hmm.
as the branding team, just inspect and go, did you actually make something that was on brand, on guideline, or did you make something that was not really Bukit Vista? Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, one last thing. This is a great idea that we came across. I think it's been under discussion. So there's this idea going around the company right now, this idea of licenses. Okay. And I
Mm-hmm.
got this idea of a license from this particular chapter. So everyone here inspired us, right? So what does that mean? It means essentially before you make Book of Vista content, you need a license, right? A branding license.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to take a test. You need to show that you understand the guidelines. And what we're making here, ladies and gentlemen, is that we're making the test, right? We're essentially
Mm-hmm.
creating the material that somebody needs to study. Then we need to create the questions to test if that person understands it. And then that becomes the licensing test. Then when somebody says, I have all this content work, you say, no, 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 no. Okay, you can do it yourself, right? Here you go. Here is the content exam. This is the branding test. Take it. And after you pass it, I will give you a content license and you can go out and
Mm.
create content now, right? If you keep on messing up, I'll take away your content license, and then you're going to have to retest a few times until you learn content correctly and the brand correctly, and then we'll give you back, and then you can start your own. Okay.
Yep.
That is essentially how we reach the final state of the work in this chapter, which is essentially we develop the branding guidelines, we create brand licenses, and then we issue these licenses to anybody in Bukit Vista who wants to create their own content, right? And then everyone creates content, and it's all be on brand. Done? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so that's related to franchise idea that we will talking about. So we doesn't have the system yet, but we will discuss it soon.
Yeah, the idea is okay. So one of the things that was backwards before everybody was this, right? Before, if we don't have a franchising model, then it always becomes the teacher's issue if the student doesn't learn, right? Or like, you didn't learn this, so annoying. I taught you already. It's without licenses. Imagine this: if you drove without a license, right? And then it's always the Indonesian government's fault whenever you make a traffic accident. That would be ridiculous, right? Can't be that way. So they make you take a test, they give you a license, and they say, now you can drive, right? But if you keep on messing up, I will take away your license and you can drive, but it will be illegal and the police will put you in jail, right? Or whatever it might be. There's some sort of punishment for that. So, same thing here. It places the burden of learning the material to the person who wants to use that particular skill rather than
Okay.
having to keep on like, why didn't you learn it already? Go learn it again. So, okay. Systematically, why are we doing that? Because we are good at creating tools. We're really good at creating tools. Bukit Vista creates lots of tools. We're not so good at making adoption happen, and we certainly don't always inspect the work. So this licensing system is essentially our attempt to create the adoption and also inspect the work. Okay. All right. So let's get started. Gani, take it away.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. So first of all, at a discussion called place like paper or Coda, I put a new feature on it. So first, I have add a new topic button. So everyone that want to make new topic, just click it, and then you can write your form there. Okay, and the second is the status format. So done, it will be green, and then apalagi ya. This one is add the guideline, is different color, and then or abandon is just apa namanya change the color, something like that. Sir,
What does done mean?
the done means that a topic have been finished, discussed, and have a result.
And what is the result then?
Okay, for example, like this, the topic is there a way to add a button, right? And then I add the execution, so the result is this.
I
Add the
see. I
button,
see. Okay.
and then the checklist and the product. So we it's not yeah. So we found out how to add checklist by Coda, right? So here is the example of checklist that
Okay.
she made. So it's been done
I see.
like that.
Okay.
But on this one, like at headline, I still have not sure how we
Okay.
will do it.
So this is a good point, everyone, right? So done is a little bit ambiguous, Gani, right? Done
Okay.
just means that it's been concluded, but did we add a guideline? Was it not relevant to add a guideline? What was it, right? So let's make sure that we have unique outcomes for the status. Okay. So there shouldn't be two statuses that are the same. So let's say you added a guideline. Would that be done or would that be add guideline? It's kind of both, right?
Yeah, I see.
It's done and you added a guideline. So you should have unique outcomes. Done is a little bit too broad. So, okay, what we have discovered is essentially in this particular case, there's no guideline by adding. You kind of have added a guideline. Yeah, Gunny? I think so. You've added a button.
Yeah.
So you've changed the guideline in a way.
Oh, okay.
Right?
But how is the status that if someone already added the guideline? How is the status?
Say again?
what is the status if I, for example, if I already add a new guideline? What's the status?
If you already add a new guideline,
Yeah. For example, I already add the guideline about photography. There is a topic that
uh-huh.
Gani, please add the topic about guideline about photography, and
Oh,
then
create a
I
guideline. That's what's
okay.
missing, right? You don't have a create. Oh, wait, the add guideline. Um, oh, I think
Uh,
I know what's not okay. So, okay, think about it. Nadia, you know this, right? This is database operation, right?
Yeah, I
So
know.
you only write, merge. Wait, okay, you either write in. Okay, you either create a guideline, you improve
Crude,
the guideline, you remove the
crude
guideline.
update. Hmm.
Uh,
Crude is we call it crude. It's create, read, update, delete. Crude.
Delete. Yeah, it should be those
oh,
three or those four, right?
Four.
Yeah, it should be those
oh,
four. Right?
updated,
Create,
what?
Create,
update. Oh,
create, read, update, delete.
but we don't need read here, right?
Yeah, we don't need to read here.
Okay, so it's just create, update, or delete
Hmm.
for the guidelines, right?
Um,
Does that make
I'm
sense?
still, I still doesn't get it. I still
Okay.
doesn't get it.
Okay, let's say for example you okay, tell me what you just meant by adding a new guideline, Gani. Maybe I can.
Okay, yeah. For example, uh, for this one lah,
Okay.
this topic in very
Right.
bottom. So
Right.
there is a topic that in Canva have a specific folder for each funnel, right?
Right.
So what is the next status if I have finished this topic?
I think you've created a guideline essentially, right? You created a tool or a guideline. So now the tool is done.
Oh,
You have a new. Maybe we need to also expand what we mean by guideline. Maybe it should also be tool or guideline, right? So you should probably put both: create tool or guideline, remove tool or guideline, update tool or guideline, right?
okay,
So
okay,
if Gani's completed let's say you've improved Canva, so you've actually
yeah.
improved a tool. So it's improved, right? Or update. Wait, crew. Wait. PUD. Create, update, delete. Okay. So every discussion should, or no change, and not relevant, maybe. Okay. So I think every conversation, every discussion should result in a few things. Either we create a new guideline or tool, we update an old guideline or tool, okay? We delete a guideline or tool. We don't do anything, right? We no change, okay? Or it's not relevant because it is not really related to a guideline or a tool. It's just a curiosity discussion. Does that make sense?
How about others?
Yep, that
That's
makes
the
sense.
For
others.
Makes sense.
Jocelyn?
The last. How about what the others think? Okay. Yeah.
Actually, I was
Yeah.
thinking because
Okay.
my question was that is this the discussion? Is it the status is done, or is it like the conclusion will be resulted in the making of guideline or editing the guideline?
Exactly.
So for example, if the conclusion for Gani, the status of the discussion is done,
Mhm.
but the guideline status is still a create guideline,
No,
then
there
right, then
should
it's
never be a case of that, right? So every
okay.
discussion should have a clear outcome. We
Guideline.
should not
Mm-hmm.
have discussions that just because what's the problem with that? If we have
Mm-hmm.
discussions where there's no result, then we're going to have that discussion again 3 months later, right?
Yep.
And we'll just keep on going around over and over again. So
Yep, that makes sense.
the point of writing guidelines, everybody, and creating tools is so that we progress. We never go back to a stage where we're like, wait, didn't we talk about this a month ago? Why are we talking about
Mm-hmm.
this again? That always happens if we don't create new understandings for where we are now.
Mm-hmm.
So we always have to actually have some sort of understanding that now becomes the new normal understanding for everybody. Okay. So that's why we have to either create, update the guideline or tool. We have to either remove the guideline or tool because we go, oh, wait, that was wrong. Well, why did we put that in? Okay. Or we create, update, delete, or we update, right? We realize, oh, there's a new understanding. it could be that we decide we say no changes, right? That's fine. It's we talked about the whole thing and it was perfect the way we began. Or we say this is not relevant. This kind of conversation probably isn't related to anything. It's just we're just having a conversation, right? So that is okay too. But I think if we limit it to those 5 conclusions, then we will have very progressive discussions. We will not have
Okay.
circular discussions, right? So okay,
Okay.
create,
Thank you.
improve,
Yeah.
remove, no decision, follow up, and about yeah. Are we? Yeah, that's it. That's kind of it. I think. Yeah, follow up
Okay.
or abandon is fine. Yeah.
Okay. What about others? From
Wait, I'm
Jocelyn.
kind of confused. What's the difference between create a guideline, add guideline, and improve guideline?
Oh yeah,
Create is
create and add is the same.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh, sorry. Okay. That takes it. Create and add it's same. So delete add.
yeah.
Ini create,
Yes.
improve, remove. No
Yep.
decision, follow up, abandon. Abandon.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Should we also write tool as well? Like, is Canva a guideline?
But we can create a guideline for Canva.
But no, is Canva itself. Let's say, for example, I
Ah.
create a tool that has all the embedded fonts for the correct fonts in it. Is that a guideline
Mm-hmm.
or is that a tool?
Is it tools?
I would
Yeah.
say the tool as well.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
up to you
new.
guys, right? How you want to call it, but or maybe you can change guidelines to tools.
Create tool.
Tool is more broad than guideline, right?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So create tools, improve the tools, remove the tools, the decision, follow up, and
Right.
abandon.
Okay. So yeah, that's it. So if we just call our guidelines tools, then it encompasses both Canva and guidelines.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we change the guideline words into
Tools,
tools.
yeah. Create tool, improve tool, remove tool, no decision,
Okay.
follow up, and abandon.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I haven't heard from others. Let's start from Jocelyn. What do you think?
Yeah, I think this new format is a little better because now it's clearer the decision,
Okay.
and I agree that
Okay.
tool is a little more broad, so it's more applicable to like to guidelines and tools as well.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Jocelyn. About Kak Wei?
Yeah, I have same opinions with Jocelyn. It's more understandable.
Okay. Okay. Then we have established the status. So the next is perhaps I will change the color and the color of the status because yeah, it's changed the new format. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Jing. Let's continue to from where ya? From from very bottom first lah. In Canva, okay, this is a pretty what's called pretty strategic, I could say, because this is the foundation of us to create content tools. So here in Bukit Vista Canva, I have created the 3 main folder, just like Nadia just created using the previous Canva. So there's a partnership squad, employee squad, and guest squad. So everyone, if you create a design or content, just move your content to a specific folder here. Like I have start.
Ah.
So for example, here Instagram story is already put it on guest squad, so it's already on the folder. And then yeah, something like that. Price for Pondok is already partnership squad. So this is just announcement. I hope that everyone here can follow these tools. And okay, to Nadia.
Have we created the guideline for this?
So wait. What do you mean, Nadia? So guideline to
Like for example, on how do I get the access for Canva? What should I do if I want to put my design to a certain folder? Or how
oh,
should I do this? And then so on and so forth. I
okay.
don't know.
So since the beginning of creating content, yeah, how I create, how I positioning a replay, put the folder, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, or
Okay.
perhaps how do we get the access actually for Canva? Do we
That's
request that to
true.
you?
Yeah. How do we get access? Okay. That's this topic is
You
to
have to
be
get a
written.
license. You need to get
Uh,
a.
okay.
Yeah.
Jocelyn, can you help me to my secretary? So please write
Okay,
down
Mark.
on here on question here, yeah. So December 6th. Yeah, please write down that. So who is the best person to write the guideline? What do you think, Nadia? Guideline about Canva. What
I
to
think
be?
it's you, no?
Oh, correct. Yeah, correct. Okay, Jocelyn, please write down that I will create the guideline about the Canva because it's need the access. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think that's the most important one, see, on how to get the access.
Yep. Okay. I thought I can make it done on 8 December, Jocelyn. Yeah. So on the 8 December, Kenny will provide the guideline on the Canva Pro. Okay. Okay. The first topic is done, and then it still need follow up to next week. Yeah, berarti ya. So the date I will change it to 13. Ah, okay. So it can be.
Oh wait, Gani, I might have missed this. Who's been delegated to do the guidelines for Canva Pro?
Since it's related about the access and stuff, so I still need to working on this, sir.
I see. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Here's my recommendation, Gani. Remember
Uh-huh.
this, okay? If you do it yourself, you'll know, right? But
Mhm.
if you the Feynman method, you'll know that somebody else
Mm,
knows. Okay. What I would do
mhm.
if I'm a VCL is this: I would delegate to somebody, and then that way I know if that person knows. And now you have two people who know how to do something,
Oh.
right? Otherwise, it's
Mhm.
just you know, but you don't know if the other person knows, right? And by doing this, the other person has then understood the process
Mm,
themselves, right? So you've already created one more person who actually understands it. Okay.
okay.
So if you do something, don't ever do it alone. Okay. Either bring somebody else with you or delegate it. And that way you create two people who know how to do it.
Mhm.
Okay. Actually, I'd like to add Hui here, but she's not here. But it's okay. Jocelyn, please mention Hui to make the guideline how to first how to create the content from Canva Pro, and then how to get the access. It's you can take me on the second topic. Got it, Jocelyn? Okay, thank you, sir. Okay. So it can be follow up to move to the top. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. Interesting. But I have to check this one if they did. Okay. Continue to the second topic. This is that we're talking about in the beginning about the franchise idea. Uh, Last week we have choose the person that will be apa namanya PIC for the uh, brand apa ya namanya ya what's called ya not brand ambassador ya PIC lah PIC about brand lah sorry PIC about brand for its user funnel. So for example here we have Vera employee funnel and Bue for the guest funnel and then Asa for the partnership one. So we just decide this 3%, but we haven't decided how is the system. Uh, Before we continue to the system itself, I just give the a bit information. But so I have complete the branding guideline last week about the photography and stuff. Uh, Wait, can we open from this one? Yeah. Oh, where Nadia? The location of this
Okay,
document?
it's actually in the folder of company
Okay.
culture. Wait, company culture and employee experience. We'll open it here.
Okay. employee experience. Employee. Wait.
It's in the Bukit Vista library kan nih? Or in
Bukit
the
Vista
website.
Library.
Yep. Company culture.
Company culture. Okay. Okay. The culture. Second. Baru.
Oh, while we wait for that guy. Oh, okay.
Okay. Here we go. Here we go. So what the things that I just added is okay. Do and don'ts. Placement. Okay. Logo. The color. So I perhaps Nadia know a bit about this one. So on our Canva, it is a bit different. The color and AAX, HAX you use on the banner
Mhm.
and on this one. So I made aku samain lah from the banner that you made on this one. So this is the correct
Yep,
color
yep.
and correct code.
That's the
So
color from the logo actually.
yeah,
I extracted from the logo.
and this one CMYK at RGB, it's I don't know the code itself. So perhaps you can
Yeah,
complete
it's
this one.
actually just it's basically for the printing purpose and so on and so forth. So if you want to printing, it's better to use the CMYK.
Yep. Okay. And then the photography. Oh, typography. We have one. Oh, you have completed, Nadia?
Yeah, I added a lot of things actually for the colors and the typography.
Okay. Perhaps you want to give the update as well.
Okay, let's start from the color then. From the
Okay.
very beginning of the color.
Color ya.
Yeah, you can itu sih yang tadi yang di sebelah color,
Core
colors.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically the core colors of Bukit Vista, we agree with the 3 primary core colors like the blue, the orange, and the green, right? Already divide the color code and so on and so forth. So it will be easier to use to use it in Canva. I think Canva using the HEX or the hex. If you want to use like Photoshops or Illustrator, you can actually do hex or the CMYK as well. And also have defined down for the secondary colors. Is basically the shades and also related to the core colors that can be used alongside with the primary colors basically. So provide the blue one, the orange one, and also the green one. Okay, scroll down a little bit. This is basically about the accessibility or color combination. So I'm using the web content accessibility guideline. It's actually used by UI UX actually when we create contents or component for internet like website and so on and so forth. It's very important to know the use of contrast. So basically the standard for this WCAG is like a 3 is like 3.1 if I'm not mistaken. So there's some certain of things that can be used and cannot be used. So for example, if you put a black color over the blue, it's actually very bad for the transparency, for the color contrasting, and actually very bad. For example, like people when they're reading it on the internet, when they're using like dark, apa sih namanya, like dark contrasts or something like that. Yeah, that's actually for the let's say the black over blue. If you click the other close and let's go to the combination then down. So I've provided some the do's and don'ts basically what for the color combination. And here, for example, you can do white on blue, but not black on blue because actually it create a very bad color contrast. And also like black on orange, but never white on orange. Actually, I just realized white and orange actually very bad for the color contrast. So it's not actually recommended to use it for like digital like graphics or image and so on and so forth. So I provide something that can be used for the do's and don'ts, and also for the don'ts to be avoid for, I don't know, like in the long run, for example. Yeah, so that's actually for the color, and also I've also include the typography
Orange on white, it's bad, Nadia?
Orange. Yeah, it's actually bad on a color contrast actually.
Whoa.
Yeah, I just check it out.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is very important because a lot of person here make the design is any random color, random background. Just put it. But this is very good foundational, Nadia. Thank you very much.
Sure, sure. Yeah, so that's actually for the
Wonderful,
colors and
wonderful.
also the typography that I've inputted there. But yeah, that is
This
probably
one.
not.
Okay. So yeah, for this one, no typography. Okay, I put headlines, subheader, and body copy, but we haven't decided the purpose, right? So
Yep, we haven't decided the
we that
purpose on that.
on the last week we have remembered that okay for the apa namanya social media post what headline we will use is Control One or Source Pro. On the LinkedIn, mostly use Source Science Pro, but on the Instagram, we mostly use Control One. So we haven't we haven't decided yet, Nadia. Yeah.
Yep.
So can we decide right now about the purpose of this typography? I don't know. This can we use this typography apa namanya composition to all of content that we have on internet, will be social media, website, some stuff on Mr. Zing?
Here's a few things, Nadia. I think these are great guidelines, but I'm thinking also somebody who's, let's say, going to be a casual user of this. Let's say in PR, right? Let's say we say, Bila, you're going to create some, I don't know, distribution posts, right? For a few academic groups. Can we really expect that Bila would go and understand all these? Or should we just have some templates ready in Canva that already have these in place, and then Bila can just say, all right, I'll just use these templates, right? And
Mhm.
I'll get creative on the parts I want to get creative about, but the rest can just already be kind of pre-programmed in.
Yeah, I do agree on that. Apa namanya? The Canva template and so on and so forth. But yeah, perhaps after we agree on this part and we can continue to the template. I think
Okay.
we talked about that, sir, previously regarding the
Okay.
template on each users. Yeah,
Okay.
that's why actually
So
on the what is on the yang sebelahnya itu I put the guideline for the employee but not yet finished. If you open the site, it actually should be like a draft guideline, but it's
Okay. Okay. Got
not
it.
yet. Yeah, for the employee,
I see.
but it's not yet. Mhm.
so every panel will be different, Nadia?
Every funnel. Yep. So I think what Mr. Jing meant is that, for example, because reading all the guidelines will be very complicated for a certain person, right? So why don't we just create them like for example, like a template for Bella, for example, if she wants to send a birthday message, she can just use this certain template and perhaps just change the name or change the pictures and voila, done. Yeah,
Oh.
something like that.
Okay. So we did the assignment for that.
Mhm.
So can we decide right now? Yeah. So I think it could be a new topic. Can be today. So the topic is about the apa namanya the template of each user funnel content. Canva template. Nadia, is it correct?
Yep.
The Canva template content creation. Okay, the topic is like this. So at the background, Jocelyn, can you help me on write this one? Just enter. Wait, why not show? Mana sih? Okay, on this one, the Canva template content creation. So, Jocelyn, could you write down? So, for the this is to help Nadia to complete this employee funnel Canva guidebook, right? So we can do assignment for the employee funnel. Can we assign Bella to collect all of the content and then the template of the Canva, and then put where we put it, Nadia. I should put it here on the Coda.
Yeah,
So
we can
every
put that first there, and I
okay.
will try to take a look at that.
So every design template put on Coda area.
Yep.
So birthday design, post distribution design, put it on Coda, Nadia.
Yep.
Yeah, Jesselyn, please write it down. So for the okay, design template for employee. And then the next is for the guest funnel. I think Jesselyn, you the person that most have create content for the guest funnel, right? So you will do the same as Bella. Do collect. I think you already have a template, right? So it's kind of easy to collect all of the design. And then for the partnership, we haven't decided yet. Supposed to be Asai, I believe, yeah.
Okay.
To collect the design template. Okay. Anyone have a comment on the template? Nadia, what do you think? Oh yeah, Bella.
Yeah, I have a question. Like, do we only collect them, or are we supposed to inspect them as well? Or Kak Nadia will be the one who inspect it and like correct if it's not like aligned with the brand guideline.
Yeah, perhaps just collect them all, see, Bila, and then we can see from there if there's actually that needs some updates or improvement needed on the certain design.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking of this three person, like from Bella, Jocelyn, and then Asa collect the design, the template design, and these three person that candidate of the apa namanya brand PIC will inspect, and we can test them how deep understanding about the brand, right? So this could be apa namanya the test for them. For example, like we Jesselyn collect all of the design template from Canva, collect it, and then Kak Wei will inspect which design that it's off brand, which on brand, and then do the apa namanya perbaikan gitu ya. So this PIC will do the inspection basically. Okay, I think this is a good idea. Yeah. When can we? Okay, Mr. Zing.
How do you know, Gani, if the PICs know the brand?
Oh, that's why we give it like test. So
Yeah.
this 3% collect the design from Canva, and this 3% is inspect. So we inspect the PIC work.
That's
So,
brilliant. That makes sense. Okay. All right.
So hey, what do you think about this design? Blah 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 blah, and then they explain, and yeah, we can create the task.
But the PIC need to have at least the license, right, to inspect others' design.
License.
Wait. Actually, it's okay. I think this might work, Nadia. Actually, this is good. This could be a really good new direction from what we were going before. Okay. So before we were grasping at the leaves, but we were missing the root. Now I think we're getting the root and not caring so much about the leaves. I'll explain why. Remember before how we actually looked at branded, non-branded stuff? We just went out and we looked for material, right? We looked for where is the designs and all the other things that people are doing. That's not a good idea. It's better to start from the templates, right? You look at the templates, and then because all design should come from a template, okay? So then you look at the template and make sure the template's okay, and you don't need to worry about whether or not the stuff that people are creating is okay. You've handled the root. So by asking everybody from each of the funnels to bring in the templates, that is the process of actually creating the license, right? So I think Nadia, in this case, we don't have a license yet because we don't know yet because we haven't seen the material yet, right? But if we focus on making sure that the templates are on brand, then 90%, because I can still imagine some people messing up, but let's say 90% of the work is sort of done already. It's just okay. If they have the templates, then they probably won't get the font wrong. They won't get the colors wrong. They won't get the contrast wrong. Right? They'll get those parts right, and then we'll probably have to have advanced inspection to see what is off brand and on brand. Right? But
Mhm.
I like where we're going, Gani, in this direction. We control the templates from this group, and then the templates control the brand.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Okay. So when we can expect like okay, from Nabila first, Nabila. When can we expect you finish collect all of design template from employee funnel?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Okay. So we can expect next week that this PIC have give the result. But Nadia, when they can put the result, on in this one here, no, or when?
Yep, put that and also create this document for
It's
certain
document,
funnels. Yep, for each users.
Okay.
Okay. Well, actually, because last week I was told to create the license branding, right? I actually create one. It's actually on Typeform. So if you want to take a look
Oh
the
my
discussion.
God! All right, let's take a look.
So let's see from anyone's then.
Let's see if anyone passes the license test.
Copy.
So if you read all the guidelines, I believe you should know.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Typeform. What should we call you? Okay,
Gunny,
Sunny.
let's make this Gunny's test. Yeah.
This image doesn't not follow. Oh, this is hard. No. Okay. This image already follow the guideline. Yes, true. Okay. This image is follow the guideline. Yes, it's true. Okay.
Oh my
This
God.
item, no.
Oh my God.
Random give break.
That's it. Only 4 questions. Only 4 questions so far.
Oh, yeah. Boleh.
Yeah.
So, am I pass?
I think
Oh.
you got the first one. I think you got one incorrect there.
Where can we
The question number
see the result?
3. The question number 3 actually incorrect. Wait, let me.
How to check the result?
Wait.
Hey,
It is fun.
see, Gunny,
It
you
is
can
fun.
see it's pretty engaging already, right? Yeah, see, we
Okay.
said it's even fun. So this then
Yeah.
becomes a very inspired, delight way to make sure our content's correct.
This one. Okay.
Yeah,
Number 3.
this one.
Number
This one
3.
actually does not follow the
It
guidelines.
does
because-
not?
Yeah, it does not, because I think we've assigned it here that the logo should be put only in the 4 corner. It cannot be put in this.
Oh, I see.
Nanggung
Yeah.
gitu ya. Nanggung ya. Oh.
Yeah. So, but I think overall
Okay.
you did great.
Okay.
Yeah, overall I think through all good there.
I am. Yes.
Yep.
Of course.
Yeah.
Interesting. Nadia, that's
Okay.
fantastic. That's show don't tell. Thank you.
Okay.
Wow.
But of course we need more comprehensive lah ya, comprehensive question.
Yep. Well, actually, I
Right?
tried
So
on
can
Kahoot.
I?
Actually, I tried on Kahoot, but on Kahoot you need to actually have me as the host, and then everyone can join. So it cannot be done by individually. But it's actually fun actually on Kahoot, and you can see the result right away.
Hey, wait.
Right away.
This is interesting. Wait, Nadia, let's check this out for a second. Jesslyn, where are your templates right now? Are they in Canva or are they somewhere else?
In Canva, sir.
Can we just merge everybody's designs here? Can we just ask everyone to sort it out? Take all their designs and put it into guest, partnership, and employee, and then we just review each template, whether it's on Guideline or not on Guideline, right?
If I can help answer, actually we cannot just export or merge or
Like,
like importing a design, we need to copy paste, sir.
oh, okay. So they just need to. Okay, so what's the destination then, Nadia? Is it this account?
Yeah, the destination
This
should be
account,
this account,
Okay,
this account.
but because the previous Canva is like scattered everywhere
I see.
on each
Yeah.
individual's account, so we need to copy paste
I
everywhere.
see. Okay, so it's a matter of
Oh,
copy pasting all the templates into this. Okay,
Yep.
got it.
oke. Oke. Sampai mana ya tadi ya? Oke. How do you guys about the license? About the question? Let's go over to Bella.
Yeah, like you have like different question and variety because like I already know the answer from Gani. So I can pass the license then.
There's going to be more questions, of course, right?
Yeah, should
But
be.
I think that's what. Actually, I think that's the point of having this group, right? Is to look for what to make the license test and the study materials. Here's the study materials. Here's a license test. That's pretty much the purpose of this group, right?
The study material is already on here on
Yeah,
the Coda, and we just need uh, apa ya, polish the test ya.
yeah, yeah. Well, you need to
What
get
did
all the templates in first, Tony, right? So then you can
Mhm.
check whether or not the templates
oh
actually follow guidelines, okay, or follow the brand.
okay
Once you do
okay
that, then you can figure out, okay, just get rid of all the templates that don't follow, and then quiz everybody on the
oh
rules, right?
make them oh yeah.
Uh,
So make sure the template is complete first yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for this one, I think it's already finished. So what's the status, sir? What is the status, sir, for this one, sir? Uh,
We
uh,
are. Well, actually, this is
uh,
follow up. It's a follow up because you need to wait until
Follow up.
everybody's
Oh,
submitted their designs, right? So it's not
oh,
done yet. It's a follow up now.
okay. Oh yeah, okay. So Jocelyn, please write down on this topic that we still need to uh, wait the design template complete and then revisit the question on the test again. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Gunny, you need this. You need we to get you all the guest templates, and you need
Yeah.
Asa to get you all the partnership templates. Bila has already pledged to do the employee one, so it's not Vera anymore. It's Bila, right? We'll do the employee
Oh.
templates. She'll get those done for you. What like today, right? Or what did I hear? Sorry, Bila. Maybe I'm hearing what I want to hear. How long will it take, Bila, for you to get the employee templates in?
By tomorrow.
Okay, so by tomorrow. Okay, so um, you can ask we and then also
Mhm.
Asa for their templates. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So if the collect template is tomorrow, so it's supposed to be on no.
Oh, you need to ask. Yeah, otherwise
Yeah,
you don't know.
December ya.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Jocelyn, when you can collect all the design template from
Wait,
guest
Mas.
panel?
I'm a little bit confused.
Yeah.
By collecting templates, do we mean like moving the templates from our old Canva account to our new Canva account, or moving them to Coda? And if it's moving them to Coda, where should we move them?
Yeah. Okay, good question. Because we haven't create the guidebook on Coda. First, you can put all design on the Bukit Vista Canva first, and the second, Nadia will provide the document on Coda. Is it correct, Nadia? Each user panel,
Yep,
because
yep.
this one still only employee, right?
Mhm.
Okay, employee, and then guest. You need to add a guest panel and then partnership panel. Okay. Sorry.
Okay, to answer Justin's question, let me expand on Gani's answer. Here's the way I think it can be organized, everyone. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so let's get the delegations correct, because right now there's two conflicting messages, Gani, on the delegation. I see we and Jesslyn both working on guest funnel delegation, and that's not clear, right? So let's pick one or the other. If we can go back to the chapter discussion, or to the branding discussion, right? So you see there's two delegates right now. We need to clarify. Jesslyn will collect the design for templates for guest funnel, but if you look below, I think it says, hey, where was we? Previously it said we was in charge of guest funnel, right? Yeah. Right. So then, who is it? Okay. So let's be consistent.
Oh, this 3 person is candidate of PIC. So we
Oh,
will.
okay.
So
Understood.
the dual inspection is 3 of them.
Okay, understood.
Yeah,
Understood. Different roles. Okay, understood.
yeah,
Okay.
different roles.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's do this then. I'm thinking everybody moves over all the templates to the Canva, right? From old
Yep.
Canva to new Canva. Then I think we need to create a team to inspect all the templates to make sure they're on brand. Once we start inspecting, we can start asking, okay, what are the rules that makes one thing, or wait a second, give me a second. We move all the information over. Nadia, do you think, how should this happen? Should we have the guidelines already in mind, or do we make up the guidelines as we look at the material that's coming in?
I think I would go first, like we collect all the
Okay.
template on design first,
Okay.
and then we inspect them again, whether some of them are already on brand or some of them are not, and then
Okay.
we can create a guideline on that part.
Okay, let's do that then. So for step one, accumulate all the data. So let's move everything over. Step two, we'll take a look at it and start figuring out what's on brand and what's not on brand, and then create the guidelines. So the guidelines will follow after we have the material first, okay? So we need to get the material in, see what is right, and then we make some decisions, okay? All right, Gani, this only covers our guidelines just for infographics though, right? There's other guidelines on photography and such. So this is just one chapter though. Yeah, keep that in mind.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Collect a panel for next week. Yes. Collect. And then which one? Yeah, I think just that. It's everything. Everything is already clear? Do you have any question? Oh yeah. Kak Wei. Please.
I want to ask, the first thing is about the color combination, Nadia's guideline.
Okay. Color
Yeah, I
combination.
want to ask if it's okay to use the orange color in the typography and I use blue as strokes, like what I did in the Instagram reel.
Wait. I lost it.
Okay, I think I need to check first there. Let's take a look from there. I have to
So
see.
the background block, but
Mhm.
the strokes.
Yeah, from the reels, yeah.
Yeah.
So on the reels is usually the body text is apa namanya, orange, and the outline is blue.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, I see. I will take a look at that first, yeah, and I can give the
Okay.
And the second thing that I want to ask is about the person who collects template in the partnership funnel is the same with the PIC, is it? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't have enough visibility who is the most get the content from the partnership partner, so I just choose Asa at the moment.
What about Huying? Maybe.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I think
Sorry,
that's
sorry.
why we have meetings.
yeah.
Jeff.
Oh yeah, cool. Okay, so we should uh, choose Hui to collect the design, yeah, and then choose Asa for the inspection. Is that what you mean? Wait.
Yeah, yeah,
Ah, iya ya, lupa ya gue.
yeah. That's all I want to ask.
Yeah, yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oops, we already.
Okay, and Gani, one
Uh,
last thing you have to do is you have to make it clear when do you expect everybody to deliver all these pieces in. Okay.
okay, this one, sir, it's already on the date. So every the collect we decide, it's the deadline is on 8 December, and we can expect this PIC to inspect the design template on next week ya berarti ya. Yeah, on the 13th. Yep, that's it.
Question.
Okay,
I have a
Nadia.
question. Sorry, one last question. Is the date actually the start date of the discussion, or is it actually the due date of the discussion?
Good answer, good answer. A good question. How to put this
We
supposed to be
can
on
add a
the
new column, right? Due date or
okay
deadline.
too, okay too. But it's if this from the original topic, it will be tenggelam, drown in the very bottom. So how to make it? We every time we open this documentation, so we know which one that need to prioritize or
Mhm.
yeah, prioritize. That's why
That's crazy.
Yep,
that's
yep,
why
yep.
I just
To go out
change the date instead of the due date. What do you think?
on Tuesday.
What do you think?
Ah, I see. Okay, okay then.
Okay,
Oh,
Jocelyn, what do you think?
that's nuts.
So it's a bit ambiguous, yeah, actually, the very beginning. Like I don't know where to put. Is it
Aduh,
the date of the expected conclusion, or is it the date of the when did I put this discussion actually?
Like,
so yeah.
oh god.
Yeah, let's ask other. Jocelyn, what do you think
Don't do
about the
that.
date?
It's like all day long.
Actually, I can hear you clearly, Mas. I think Mr. G is also talking.
Oh yeah, sir. Can you please unmute a second? Ah, okay. Okay. So, Jocelyn, are you already clear?
No, not yet. Mas, can you repeat what you said to Kanadia just now?
Yeah. Okay. So, the problem is about the due date, right? So, should we add the new column or just change the date? But my concern is why I change the date over here because we can keep follow up and do prioritize every time we open this documentation, even on the next week. So we no need to apa namanya the no need to scroll until very bottom and then we open the date. Just like Trello do date right? Trello kan punya 2 tanggal ya. But just kinda like Trello date. I don't know. A bit confused as well. What do you think,
Wait,
Jocelyn?
let's just give it to Nadia. Nadia, how would you do it?
Okay. Okay.
I wait. Actually, we can. I mean, we still can put the date start and the deadline, but sort it based on the due date.
Okay.
Oh. Oh. Oh gitu ya. So
Yeah.
still new column and then sort from the date ya.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense, makes sense, makes sense. So instead of sorting. Okay. Hmm. 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 I okay, I will complete this table then. Do that, but it's already overtime though. It's already overtime 3 minutes. So, sorry, you want to say something?
Sure,
Before?
sure. Okay. Hey, everybody, check this out, right? So let's support Gani in this particular endeavor. I know it, might be kind of challenging leading a
Yeah.
discussion through something that's new territory. Okay. Gani, what? How do you feel right now? What is your experience of trying to lead through new territory feel like?
I have prepared this yesterday, but then, but then a new idea is coming, and then how what I have to do.
Okay, listen,
Sorry,
listen.
that's
Okay, what Guy is experiencing, what all of us will experience when we innovate, is this. Actually, we prepared, but then when it came time to actually do things,
yeah.
new shit happens, right? So, I wanna actually train everybody and not train. I want to positively transform everybody here. Okay, in order to innovate, you're going to move from comfort zone through fear zone, eventually to learning zone, and eventually to growth zone. Okay, so that's actually pretty normal. What Ghani's experiencing is what anybody who is seriously making an attempt to grow would experience. So you're going to kind of get, oh, what's happening, right? The thing to remember is your leading is to one, stay calm, right? It's pretty normal that these things happen, so don't get too stage fright, like everyone's looking at you and and everyone's looking at you. Remember this, Gunny, nobody wants to see you fail, right? So just relax, take a deep breath, and kind of continue as it is. Okay, situation is what it is. I would think about this. I would think as you're leading, not to try to be the hero in this particular case. I would try to think about now who might have the best solution, right? Sometimes the room is a little bit quiet because maybe nobody knows, but just kind of go like, okay, like who might actually have the best solution, and just delegate them to do the particular thing. Just like, okay, Nadia, do you believe that this could actually be solved? Nadia will probably be like, yeah, it probably could be if I had some more time. Okay, so let's not try to rush it here. Let's delegate this to Nadia. Please solve it, right? In the meantime, all we need to do is to make sure that the three people who we delegated to understand when it's due, right? That's really the only thing we need to establish. So we can just Slack them and say, hey, look, can you guys make sure that ask the secretary to just make sure everybody will get back to you and get that done. And then by the next meeting, Nadia will have a better system that is more, let's say, adept. And then that's it, right? So sometimes details are important, but when you're leading, the strategy always comes first, right? The big plan always comes first. So don't get too caught in, oh, I gotta get this detail to work, and then lose sight of the direction of the meeting here. Okay, this is something that happens a lot. I've noticed in meetings all over the entire company. We somehow feel pressure to make a decision here, or to show other people we know what we're doing, or to or sometimes we're behind on a deadline. We commit to a new idea without estimating our resource before we do so. So remember, meetings should just be about just making clear decisions and clear visibility. Okay, who's going to do what, who's going to do what, who's going to do what. You don't necessarily need to all have it together at the meeting. Just make sure that you've delegated correctly. Okay, that is to everybody, because all of us will have the same experience as Gani had today. Okay, over to you, Gani.
Thank you, sir.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. So I just try to delegate to Nadia about this set up due date system on this table. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Thank you, sir, for the additional notes.